Get up.
Boy, I hungry.
Wait, come see that.
Take advantage of Perky's Pizza's college student discount. Spend $10 to $50 and get 10% off, or spend $51 and up for a 15% discount. Flash your ID and save big today.
Good night, everyone. Good night. Welcome to another show. Welcome to another show. Let me tell you, different place, different space, different time. But I'm happy to be back on here, man. It's been a minute since I've been on this live. It's been a minute, and I'm so glad to be back. We're gonna be doing more shows consistently for this season. Oh, I don't know what's going on. Let me just pause this. Let's just pause this for a second. We're gonna be doing these more often next couple of weeks because it is the season where a lot of we're coming up very close to our World Premier Music Festival in Dominica, and I'm excited to see all of the artists, and I'm hoping to probably get them on the show before they come in. We'll see who we can get during the next couple of weeks, but tonight we have a special guest on here with me. I want to say special good evening to all the folks tuned in. Share the live, share the live. Once you hop on, make sure you share the live. I'm actually in a different spot. You guys notice. I know those of you who follow me, you will notice. You'll notice I'm in a different spot. I'm in a different location. We're doing some work. Something is brewing. So just stay tuned and you'll see what's brewing. It's coming soon. But we're doing things. We're doing things, and I'm excited to be presenting more shows with you guys, for you guys, more content on here, more partnerships, and I'm just excited. I'm excited to be doing this, and I am happy that you can join me. If you're just hopping on, make sure you share the live. Good evening, hi Tara. I see you. Tara says Nicholas says I'm here since 7:20. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I know I was missed. I miss you too, Tar. I miss you too. Share the live, guys. Share the live. Welcome to the folks who are logging on YouTube, those on Facebook, those of you who are connected. We want to say special good evening to you and thank you very much for joining us. We got an exciting show here. Let me tell you, I've been following this girl for a minute. I've been following her on Facebook for a minute, and in doing research to have her on the show, I've learned that we have so many things in common. Like so many, like it was almost kind of scary how much we had in common. I was like, damn. I had to actually take myself out of producing this one because I felt if I was in it too much, let me tell you, y'all will be saying, Jael, you telling your story, man. So I allowed my producer Samaj to take charge. And Samaj messaged me, and Samaj is like, JL, like, oh my God, her story is going to be fire. And I'm so excited that she's agreed to come on the show. She's agreed to be featured here. She's out of Trinidad and Tobago. And if you're following her, you need to go and follow her. Let me tell you, she's a cat. She's a cat. She's a pussycat. I'm going to be talking to J Angel in a little bit. I want to say thank you very much to my sponsor. Big up to Perky's Pizza, one time for sponsoring. Big up to the National Cooperative Credit Union, also my sponsors, my main sponsors for this show. They've been on with me forever, and I truly appreciate them. Y'all know, it's back to school, and Perky's Pizza is always doing it real big for y'all. If you're craving a pizza, if you're in college, if you're in high school, Perky's Pizza always comes. Perky's Pizza does come down, right? A pepperoni pizza at Perky's Pizza, that seals the deal, right? And I want to big them up one time. If you're a student, you can also use your student discount and take advantage of the savings. And I also want to big up the National Cooperative Credit Union. Of course, the summertime, they had all of these wonderful promotions going on. They also have the summer loan edition going on, or you could borrow $10,000. But they also have mortgages. They're offering mortgages, and it's a really good time to start thinking about building your home if you haven't. And when you're thinking of your home, I highly recommend, even before you do the plans, even before you do anything else, you need to go check out the NCC and see what you can afford. Make sure you're getting into something that you can afford. So check out the National Cooperative Credit Union, our community financial partner, and of course a partner on here with us here this evening. Let us take a short break forward from NCCU, and we'll come back with more right here. Keep it locked. Keep it locked, guys. Keep it locked. Keep it locked.
I get up.
Boy, I hungry.
Wait, come see that.
Take advantage of Perky's Pizza's college student discount. Spend $10 to $50 and get 10% off, or spend $51 and up for a 15% discount. Flash your ID and save big today.
All right, we're back, guys. Welcome back. We're back. Big up to Perky's again and the National Cooperative Credit Union. We're ready for the show. We're ready. We're ready for the show. We're ready for the show. We're ready for the show. I'm so excited to be talking to her. Okay, I don't want to let any cats out of the bag. Oh, she's a cat already, so I don't know if I want. She want to let any cats out of the bag, but she's somebody that like I said before we took the break, I've been following her for quite some time. I started following her. It must have been at least a year ago, since I started following her and seeing her progress. I saw her posting things on TikTok. I also followed her on TikTok. I followed her. She works with Digicel like me. She's been on the radio like me. Like so much in common. Doing her music thing like me. Like so much in common. And I'm so excited that she takes the time out of her busy schedule, because if you know that Trinidad is on its way for Carnival. Just like Dominica, we celebrate Carnival the same time. But once you see September hit, artists in studio getting ready for the Carnival season. And J Angel is doing just that. But she had some time to come on and hop on and speak with us. So without further ado, I want to welcome for the very first time. We welcome in her to Dominica, because I feel like this is like another entrance into Dominica. Welcome, J Angel, to the show. Hello.
Hi. I'm
How
very,
are
very
you?
excited. I'm good. I'm successful. I'm successful.
I
Yeah.
love it.
I'm blessed and I'm successful. And I'm much more happier knowing that I am here
Yes, girl.
with
It's
you.
so good to have you.
Yeah. My very first time. My very first time. I actually just came from studio, by the way. Yeah, I had to cut my studio session short. So you see? Yeah.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate the love.
It's like
I
the first time. You're very beautiful. By the way.
thank you. You as well. You as well. You're such a dolly. But you call yourself a kitty. And I want to know why you call yourself a cat? Why are you a kitty cat?
Trini Catwoman. Well, I'm a woman of many characters. Professionally, well, now I'm being introduced to your audience and to Dominica. I've been a voice actor for many years, and also professional radio announcer. Certified as well. So coming into the music and transitioning into the music, I told myself, you know what? For years I've been doing music, and at the same time I looked at the older heads and I looked up at what they've been doing in the music over the years, and I kind of took a page from their book, because I recognize in this timing not many artists nowadays would align characters with their music. But we used to have that like we had massive soca mona competitions where we have, well, you all would know the fireman, now the Viking,
Yes.
and the king of soca. He was Superman, he was Ant-Man, he was a Rocket Man. So I got a lot of those ideas and creativity. I just say, you know what, maybe if I fuse that with my music, that could kind of separate me, so I can pave my own lane for myself in the
Mhm.
soca arena. But I don't limit myself. I do soca music and dance. So Trini Catwoman is just one of my characters, but I have many.
I want to start with the woman behind the voice.
Yes.
If someone only knew you for your music, what's one thing about your journey they'd actually be surprised to learn about you?
I never gave into ultimatums in order for me to get opportunities. I was given ultimatums over the years in order for me to get opportunities to do the music, and not only just doing the music, but to go far ahead in the music. And I turned it down. So my integrity have always remained intact as a woman, being a young woman in the entertainment business, the music business. Yeah.
Mhm.
And it's
Wow,
something
that's
I like to
that.
speak about, because it's something
Yes,
that
and I was about to
some people
ask you,
don't like
a
to
little
talk
bit
about.
about.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about that, and how did, like, why you felt that you were given, at what point in your time in your life were you given an ultimatum and you felt, that this is not where I'm gonna be, this is not what I want to do.
Oh, from the very start, especially when I stepped foot into the music industry. My come up in entertainment in Trinidad and Tobago, it was never an easy one. My story is a very unique one, because I came up under a song system. So before I even, got onto radio and become a media personnel and stuff, my career literally started off in the streets of Trinidad and Tobago with a song system. I was a MC, and that was like some years ago, and I would be in all these dong parties and you name it. Let's just say when tune wheel up is because shots in the air. Those are the
Mhm.
type of parties and events I came from in terms of my startup with my career. and just crossing over from being a MC, paying my way to broadcasting school, becoming a professional radio announcer, voice actor, and then transitioning into the music. That was it was something very challenging for me at the same time, because sometimes you go into an industry thinking, wow, I have all this passion for this. I know I have this gift, and I really want to make it, and I really want to push myself, to the very best. So any opportunity that come my way, I want to, because I want to be on top. I want to be one of the ones on top. But sadly, sometimes, as women in the industry, we are tend to face with ultimatums and situations that it can really test our integrity. But at the end of the day, you have to remain strong. And this is what I always told myself. Like, I literally made a promise between the maker and myself. And I said, you know what? No matter what I do out here in this life, if it's one thing that my talent and my gift that Father God gave me, I don't want to take it and use it to distort it in any way.
Mhm.
So if it is I have to become successful in a certain industry, I really want to do that in a very authentic way, in a very organic way. And I don't want it to be that someone is giving me an ultimatum and saying, okay, you have to be with me, or you have to sleep with me, or you have to do this in order for me to give you this opportunity. So for me, I always love people to see that, listen, the journey is never a smooth one, right? I know there are females in the industry that would share the same sentiments as me. Like I said, it's something that, a lot of people wouldn't like to talk about, or they may not disclose of that information. But for me, I am a realist, so Jael, I love to keep it real, and I rather not fabricate things and just be honest and real about my journey, and let people know that, listen, at the end of the day, to become J Angel out of Trinidad and Tobago, it was no easy game for me, and I'm still on the rise, and I'm still pushing independently. Yes.
Thank you for sharing that with us. And you speak about, you not having an easy life, but girl, we peeped your biography on your
Oh,
YouTube,
oh boy.
and let me tell you, there's some real raw stuff in there.
Yeah.
Like, you really had a rough childhood.
Rough.
You were bounced around, you from home to home. You endured abuse. You really had a rough
Rough
childhood,
selling
and
market.
right, and you were able to rise above that. How did these early challenges, or these early troubles that you faced when you were growing up, really shape the J Angel we see here today?
Well, knowing that I've always, at a very young age, I've always had a dream. I've always had goals for myself. Like, I always told myself, I do not want to become like my environment. I want to come out of my environment. And I strongly believe that. So, like, no matter what was surrounding me, I always saw myself being bigger than that, together with fulfilling a purpose that I could literally entertain people and give people some sort of joy in their life. Because the thing about it is that a lot of people don't recognize being an entertainer, being a artist, a media personnel, you name it, whatever degree of entertainment, you are fulfilling a purpose of bringing some sort of energy in a positive way towards people's lives, because everybody is dealing with something out here. So for me, I literally always had this dream, and I always told myself, no, there's something out there for me. I know it has to be. It's not just what I'm surrounded by, and I don't have to become my environment. I can come out of my environment. It wasn't easy for me. When I tell you, Jaya, it wasn't easy for me. Many times I wanted to give up. It had times, honestly, I was a bit even suicidal at one point at a very young age. And I think that kind of happened when I endured the abuse that I've been through at the age of 14 from a family member. So all of those things that I've been through, it just really helped shape me to believe even more in myself and allow the talent that Father God gave me to be my way out of life, and make something out of myself out here, together with fulfilling the purpose of helping the people around me. Yeah.
You decided that you were going to get into broadcasting when you were only 17.
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about what really sparked that interest. Why broadcasting? Why didn't you pick want to be a doctor? Why didn't you want to be something else? Why broadcasting? Why was that your career of choice at only 17?
I always felt like, for some reason, when coming to entertainment, when coming to radio, you name it, I used to listen to that a lot. And I always find it used to take me away from my problems. So I used to be like, you know what? Maybe I need to do that so I could help people get away from their problems too, you know? And I just fell in love with it. And on top of that, growing up in the environment that I grew up in, it wasn't really a stable environment, more so. So literally my voice and things that I believed in, which is being a voice actor and these things, and then they had a phone booth in my neighborhood. Who told them to put that there? Well, that was the start of it. I would always run to the phone booth after school and just listen to the operator's voice, and I'll be like, how this woman sounding like this? I want to do this. So I always felt like no matter what was happening around me, media stuff, broadcasting, entertainment, music, these were the things that was taking me away from my reality, and it brought me some sort of joy. So honestly, my career literally started in media from a phone booth, just by listening to an operator's voice. And I remember one day I went home to my aunt and she said, you always buy this phone booth, you always buy this phone booth, there's boys you're talking to. I'm like, how could I talk to boys when you all are not giving me money to even make a call? Like, I don't have no money. She said, well, tell me what you're learning by this phone booth. And then I said, okay, I will tell you, but I want you to know one day I'm going to grow up and do that, okay? And she said, okay, madam, let me hear what you're learning by this phone booth. And I told her, welcome to TSTT Companion Calling Card Service. Both local and international calls are allowed. Thank you for choosing TSTT. And that was it. So honestly, just being in that environment I was in, and I could have also had a little quick escape, which is listening to radio, being by the phone booth, listening to the operator's voice. That gave me so much hope. It gave me a strong belief. And the funny thing is that, well, interesting thing I should say, is that the people around me, my family, did not believe in me. My
Wow.
biological father didn't believe in me. My grandmom didn't believe in my aunts, my cousin. Everybody was like, when you grow up, go and get a real job. That is a hobby that will never take care of you. I think the only person that really believed in me when I told her was my mother. But in Trinidad, like I said, growing up here, it was very difficult for me. So my mom, she didn't really have much money to send me to broadcasting school. So I just, do what J Angel do best. I hustle and work little supermarkets and pharmacy jobs and bar jobs, and I paid my way to broadcasting school.
I was about to ask you that, what was it like, chasing this dream without money?
Well, I
But
used to
such
dance
amazing.
as well. I was a dancer. People would never even believe I was a dance teacher. I used to have clients like doctors. I used to real hustle, Jael. I work in bars when I was underage. I work in pharmacy, supermarkets. I clean people's house. I was a dancer. Sometimes I used to go to these clubs. I used to stuff my bra just to get in the club. And I would dance in the club and dance, and people would give me money. And all these little things just added up for me to pay my way to broadcasting school. Yeah.
Wow, wow. So tell me. So you go through broadcasting school, and then you come back to well, you're in Trinidad. Did you
Yes.
start working immediately at radio stations
I
until?
turned down 10 times, a little over 10 times. Every station I went to, they turned me down. They took some, the security would took my demo, threw it in the bin, you name it, until one day I just said, listen, I am not leaving this building until I meet the program director. This is my last $100 I spent on this demo by my friend to record it, and you're going to throw my thing in the bin. I am not leaving here. I need to speak with a manager or something because I belong on this radio station. And
Wow.
I literally had to bully my way, but I'm telling you, I didn't get on radio easily. A little over 10 times I was turned down, but I didn't lose hope. I didn't lose faith, and I just continued pushing. Yeah.
Well, I know you have a lot of people that you really thank for getting you to where you are. But there's one person, just going through your biography, one person really, really you consider to be your earliest mentor. That's Chapa Chester Gordon,
Yeah. Oh,
really guiding you, through it. What was the most important thing that he taught you that still lives on even in you today?
believe in yourself. You have to become your biggest cheerleader. Nobody is going to come to help you. Nobody's going to come to save you in this life. Nobody's coming to support you. Be your biggest cheerleader. Always believe in yourself. And soldiers of Jah never seek a life of ease. So no matter what you face on the battlefield, keep going, soldier. Yeah. It
Wonderful.
always. Mhm.
Yeah, that's nice too. That's nice, you know, and for my condolences to you because I know you grieve that even watching your biography, you know, you broke down, you
To
know,
this
speaking
very
of,
day, to this very day, I haven't gotten over my best friend's death, because he was the person that actually took me into a song system when it is I was looking around to, ask DJs, could I join your song system? Could I join your song? I want to do this thing, teach me. Everybody's be like, girl, who are you? Move from here. There's not a place for you. Da, 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 da. And he was the only person that literally took me in and said, okay, I'll help you. I'll help you. But along the way, Chopper he really molded my mind, not just my craft, to be a very strong person in the business. And he was very real with me. He made me to understand that, listen, when they start coming at you, when the fights start coming and the opposition start coming, that's when you know you're going to be successful.
yes, yes, that is facts, 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 facts. Right? That is facts. I love that for you. I love that for you. Now you and me, like I mentioned earlier, you know, we're both women who love
Yes.
radio, started off on radio. What was that grind like, you know, trying to find work, you know, especially as a woman? I mean, you spoke about, you know, all of these stations turning you down.
Yeah.
But I recall even in your biography, you speaking of one incident, you know, that really,
Yes.
really twisted things for you, you know.
Mhm.
What was that grind like? Because I mean, I never experienced those sort of things that you know you spoke of in, you know, as a woman in Dominica. One of the things that I can say thankfully, because I mean obviously that is my story, you know, that I didn't have, I had really good managers or really good people who really believed in what I was doing. Or once I got in, you know, it took a little while because a few doors were also closed, like yourself. But once I got in, and the my first manager at the radio station really pushed me and really would, you know, he saw a lot of talent, and he would push me, you know, to exceed my potential. And so I didn't really have those issues, but I know you had some real shite happen to you, you know,
Yeah.
as a woman in broadcasting, and I'm sure there are other women who share the same sentiments as you. Can you share with us a little bit about that grind, so to speak?
Yeah, well, it wow, where to start? It came about in such a way that when I first started the journey of radio, it wasn't no easy journey for me because in Trinidad here, as long as there are time slots that are filled, prime time, it's very difficult for you to get on. So Chopper told me, my very good friend, he said, you know what? Let's build you on the ground first through the sound system. You create a buzz for yourself on the ground in the streets of Trinidad. And then, that could lift your popularity. And who knows when you're going to apply for radio, you know? But sadly, we tried, it didn't work. Chopper came and he passed away. I didn't know how to deal with that really. So I just gave up hope. I say, you know what? No station don't want me. I don't have anybody to protect me down here. Chopper is no longer here. Let me leave. So I left. I went to Barbados. I went up the islands. I went to Tortola first. And then I went St. Martin. Then I went to, and I was just hopping, just hitting the ground, going to events, networking with DJs, going to radio stations across in those countries trying to look for a job on a radio station. Slots were filled, but I kept pushing nonetheless. What do I know to do best? Be an MC with a sound system. So in Barbados, when I went to Barbados, that's where I met DJ Puffy, the big DJ Puffy now. So there I hit a few events with DJ Puffy. I was moving around with DJ Puffy, and he said, yeah, why not? You could be the MC and I'll be the DJ. And Puffy and I, we were moving around while I was still looking for a job on radio. Didn't get one as yet, but I was still playing out in parties with Puffy. And one event I performed at with DJ Puffy, that's where I met a promoter from Trinidad. by the name of, oh gosh, I can't remember, Kevin. Yes, Kevin. You know, sadly he passed away in the pandemic. But I met him and he's like, you know what, I'm having an event in Trinidad and I really want to bring you down and come back to Trinidad. I said, Trinidad don't have nothing for me, you know. And this man begged me, somehow he convinced me, Jael. And I said, you know what, okay, fine. Organize the flight and I will come back to Trinidad just for that event. But I'm going back to Barbados because I'm still on the hunt, you know. And that event that he hired me for when I came down to Trinidad, that is where I met my manager, Mr. Joel Morris, which is also known as Mr. Signal. He is actually the person that, well, back then was the owner of Slam 100.5 FM, the urban station that I really, you know, in a profound way built my name and my presence prime time on radio. And I was discovered by him playing out at Kevin's event. I got hired within that same weekend I was there because I didn't even know a new station was coming out. And he told me a new station was coming out. I got the opportunity and I gave them, you know, I said, okay, these are the things that I want to do. This is what I want to accomplish. I want to be prime time. I'm not going on anybody radio station. I'm fed up being turned down, you know, and I just gave them my demo and they got to know me and I got to meet with the other directors on the board and right away everybody was like, this girl is it, this girl is it, like she could be our star for the station. We don't have to take anybody from another station. We could literally mold her, shape her, teach her some things together with the talent that she has. And that's how J Angel literally was, you know, really in a profound way started in media, in corporate media for Trinidad and Tobago. So much thanks to Mr. Joel Morris. He managed me for 8 years, you know, and honestly, the agreement between him and I was for him to manage me in such a way that I can be able to be on my own one day. And here I am now. Yes.
Wow, wow. Thank you very much for sharing that with us. But radio wasn't just your job; it was really your launch pad, and
Every
you were one of the first people to put people like Prince Swanee on
yeah.
urban radio.
Oh, you know so much about me.
Girl, we know you. We know you.
Oh my goodness. My
And
boss
you
crazy.
really you open doors for so many,
Yes,
and
yes. I have
and
a
that's
lot of artists. A lot.
another thing too about you,
A lot.
like you I can tell you, like, your story is so similar to me.
Yeah.
It's not even funny. So you open up doors for him. What made you want to use your platform to shine a light on others? Like, why did you decide to choose that route?
Because I always had a softness in my heart towards people because of how I grew up. I don't know. They always say, like, you know, people who grew up a rough childhood or you have a rough background in growing up, whether if it's from childhood to a young adult, you tend to have an extra softness for people and you sympathize with them because you know what struggle is like. So even when you get your success, you sympathize with people because you know what that struggle is like. So to me, and up to this day, I've always remained the same person that I am. No matter where who I see or anywhere I can help people, I always try my best to give that support and give that help. Because like I said, you know, my journey into entertainment, it wasn't an easy one. So I always told myself, you know what? I would always try my best to help people. When I tell you, Jael, I have help from the biggest to the smallest to the no-name producers, artists, outside, international, and you name it. I have helped a lot of people. But the drama start when I resigned from media and I went fully into entertainment as an artist. Is like I become the enemy now.
And that is what I wanted to ask. Like, how was it now when you transition?
Yeah,
Because I just recently started doing music, like
yeah,
just recently over the beginning of the summer. And I've had people say really good things, but I've also had some artists not so happy about it. And
no,
some of
they,
those artists who actually say shit, uh,
mhm.
actually one of them specifically, like, I would never admit it, but he came on my show first. Like,
Yeah.
that's when people
So
really
once
start
again, you
opening you
gave
up,
your platform, you gave your assistance. Yeah.
right? And like, how was it for you when you decided, now that you're going, did they reciprocate? Like, do they reciprocate?
No,
You get that kind of love that you gave when you were on radio.
as competition. You hear what I'm saying? They see you as competition. They find that, you know what, you should have just remained on radio, you should have just remained a voice actor. Don't step into we territory. It's like, but my thing is entertainment have so many different fractions to it. It's an industry. And who doesn't want to grow in an industry? Who doesn't want to even level up to a different position in the industry? Even if you may not have the experience, you can go and learn. You probably might have a passion about it. So it's like the same thing if you're working in a company. You might probably start off as an intern, or you might probably be a secretary or something, but one day I'm pretty sure you'd love to sit on the board of directors. So at the end of the day, I think it's a measure of insecurity and people just being, threatened and just not seeing that, okay, at one point in time, I needed this person help. This person helped me. So even if this person is probably stepping over into the territory that I have been batting in for some years or I am in, you shouldn't even see them as any heavy competition, but you should feel happy to know that there's extra people to push the art form, you know?
Right. I wish everybody thought like you. I wish everybody felt like you.
And
Was it
this is where you have to continue believing in yourself, because entertainment is an industry like this. There are people who would see, okay, you came from media, they don't want to see you in another part of the industry, so at the end of it, you have to believe in you, and this is one life we all have to live. So if my passion is music and media, why can't I do both? Why do I have to live to please people? You are not me, I am not you,
that's
right?
right.
We have our own lives, and we were all given freedom of free will. So my life is my life, and worse yet is that you're not even invested in my craft, so you have no business here. You know what I mean? Like, that's not even your business. So at the end of the day, it's just egos. It's a lot of insecurities. People feel threatened, but you remain true to yourself. If you love music, Jael, by all means, go do music. You understand what I'm saying? If that's your passion, go ahead and do it. One life you have to live. So at the end of it, I always believe strongly that there's a space for everyone to exist. The difficult thing is that people don't allow people to exist.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. There's room for all of us. There is
Yeah.
absolute room for every single one of us. Was it scary for you leaving radio and like giving up radio? I mean, obviously you had a dream to become a broadcaster, and you kind of sort of like, somebody might say, you back burner that for somewhat of an uncertain future, because with music it's almost like a hit and miss.
Mhm. Yeah, correct. It wasn't an easy journey for me, but think about it. 8 years you work in radio every single day, twice on a Sunday, sometimes three times, but you work in radio every day. Sometimes you hold on a shift, afternoon drive, three shifts for the day, two shifts. Is like I could count on one hand how much vacation time I took within those 8 years. So it wasn't, I wouldn't say it was a burnout, but it was literally one of the blueprints that my friend Chopper Chester Gordon, he gave me, because he knew that music was also my passion. So he said, okay, this is a blueprint I will give you. I don't have any big connections to the music, but maybe if you start off with the sound system, then you get a job on radio, it can help you to network. And when you network, you get your foot in the door in music. And that is what I did. And that is what I literally, sort of surrounded my career by. And to this day, let me tell you something. The most beautiful feeling is to know that I am working for myself, and to know that I can actually, I have a team of 8 men that work together with me, so I can employ other people, I can provide work for people. It's the most fulfilling feeling, knowing that I can actually help take care of people around me. And as for my mom, like, it has always been my dream to buy a house for her, build a house, so it's something that I'm working on as well. So at the end of it, I'm just in a very blessed place, and I know it would have been a struggle. It definitely was, but after struggles, there comes the success. You just have to believe in yourself. And now I am here today. I resigned in 2018, and now I'm the owner of J Angel Productions. I'm also the owner of Jav Booking and Consultant Agency, and I keep it pushing. Yeah, and I'm the only certified professional female radio announcer in the whole of Trinidad and Tobago that have transitioned fully into an entertainer, an artist.
Wow, that is so beautiful. I know people.
Female, yeah.
I,
Award winning as well. I won a Crystal Award in 2017. Yeah. Out of 56 announcers in Trinidad and Tobago, I won that award.
Wonderful. Congratulations on that and for doing your thing. People will be surprised to know that you are the person who tells us, who are those of us who are digital users, people will be shocked to know that that is you telling us our balance.
Yeah. Some people curse me out too. I don't like you.
Give us, give us that voice. Give us that voice.
They're like, I don't like you. I don't like you. You've reached your credit limit. Please top up your account now. This is a recording ID 5. People be like, I don't like you.
Yo, when you did that and that thing went viral online, everybody was like, "That's you." I was like I would have never guessed.
Yeah. I've done a lot of. I'm the voice of Digicel in Guyana as well for some of their outlets. For the brand there, I do a lot of work. I just came from Vincy Mass in Vincy. I took part in doing some work for the CDC as well. The carnival commission across there. It was really good across there, networking and working alongside the heads of the CDC, and then just pushing my way through out there in the world. New York, I'm pretty known outside there. Miami, a lot of promoters. I do a lot of big events. I do a lot of work, and I just keep it pushing. And honestly, that is what I have as my foundation for my music. So really everything in order for me to push forward with the music, because in order for you to do music is an investment. It is not free.
Yeah.
So I literally have to continue pumping, whatever resources I have. So honestly, everything that I do with my voice, I take that, Jael, and I put it into music. So right now, I need ads upon ads to do so I can get more money to put in
Okay,
music.
this is your demo. This is your demo. We're doing a demo right now. Give us a demo right now.
Okay. You're tuning to Jael Live.
I love it.
The woman with the most vibes. It's Jael. Yeah.
I love it. Thank you, darling. Thank you so very much. I want to talk about the beast from the east.
Beast from the east. Don't wait, kind of.
The beast from the east. What inspired the beast from the east? Oh, like when somebody listens to it, what do you expect them to feel when they hear it?
Don't test. Don't come around. Don't test. Don't mess. Just rest yourself. Because listen, the beast from the east is bare fire. So honestly, I would say that's a side of me, one of my characters that is more fiery. She's very, very, very fiery. And in all aspects, I would say it has a part to do with my everyday life, I guess, but she really comes out on stage. But she's also the person that I use as a defense mechanism if anybody come around me.
Yeah. So she your bodyguard.
Yeah. She has that energy, But
Wow.
I mean, like I said, I'm a woman of many characters, and I align characters with my music. My first character, I think it probably flew over some people's head, but my very first character was Trini Barbie. I did a whole music video here. Harry Bank that I filmed in New York City. And that was the first character I came out with to align with my soca music, Trini Barbie. After that, Trini Catwoman. And then this year, I added another one, which was Fire Queen. And well, the Beast from the East. Yeah.
Wow.
And they all have costumes. So, yeah.
I see that. Like you were walking around in New York at one point in time with a cat outfit.
Yeah.
I was like,
I went in Times Square. I went in the city and I had people going and I enjoyed. It was the most liberating feeling. And everywhere I went to perform, I rocked my cat suit and I had a great time.
You definitely had a
My
great
dream
time.
too is to be in movies and act in movies. I don't know. Father God will work it out somehow. The universe would hear me, you know. So honestly, I love
Manifest
the
it.
character Catwoman. Honestly, like it is my biggest dream to be in a movie or a series or a sequel or something as Catwoman because I can really emulate the character. You know. Yeah.
Wow, wow. You then came with, your next song, well, one of your other songs, Never Be Me.
Never be me. Oh,
And that
one for
was
this. Yeah.
that was spicy, very scandalous.
Yes.
People couldn't stop talking
The
about
most
it.
trending music video out of Trinidad and Tobago, yeah.
Yes. What were your thoughts, or what were you thinking when you were making the video, and then following, seeing people react to it, and the types of reactions they were given?
Well, in the words of Albert Einstein, if you do the same thing over and over and you're getting the same results, then you're just being mad, you know? So you need to do things differently. And the music industry is one in which, as I continue to go along, I'm learning. I'm learning. And if it's one thing I always tell myself, I don't want to put myself in a box. I don't want to just remain the same person doing the same type of music, the same type of videos, the same, and on top of that, I'm a very creative person. So I'm not just an artist and a voice actor, but I'm also a music video director. I direct all my music videos. I also edit all my music videos as well. I'm an editor as well. So I put in a lot of work into what it is I do. And for that track in particular, I said, you know what, time for me to get a little spicy. you know I want to show them.
You're a spicy winner.
Let me show them. You understand? Because after all, my kitty pretty. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, let me show them. A different side. But the thing is, I think what took a lot of people off guard is the fact that they have never seen me in that light and have never sang an explicit song like that before. But the thing is, I've always wanted to do music like that, and just creatively express myself in such a way that making the music come to life, making the lyrics come to life. Because when you look at it and you look at the whole atmosphere of music have been transitioning into many different ways, but at the end of the day, there's a place for every song. There is an audience, there's a demographic that will be looking on, and you can feed that demographic. Some
Facts.
people like sexually explicit songs. That is how you make children. I'm just saying, you understand? So I am making music for children. I'm making music for adults, people who party, right?
Facts.
There are people who would like zest music. There are people who would like the little conscious music. So there, to me, how I see it is that this is entertainment. There's an audience for everything, and on top of it, the Jamaicans, and they do it. They sing the most explicit, you name it, and the biggest of the biggest entertainers out of the Caribbean, who even getting the biggest paycheck, they sing explicit music as well. So there is an audience for it. But like I said, I think my people, they were really
They will
shocked to see.
talk.
Yeah, because I never did anything like that. I never expressed myself like that. But at the end of it, I say, you know what? I'm a big woman. What's wrong with some of them? Who doesn't make love? Who don't have intimacy? Which female don't want to get a nice jam out here? You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, it's like people do it like if you had to go in a room and pray in order to make children. No, yeah, you understand? So if I sing it for big people, then okay, cork your ears, it's big people I sing it for. I'm just saying. So for me, I really didn't even think of it in any type of way because I know what was coming. I know there I would get some backlash. There would be people who would say, "We don't like that. What she doing? Go to church." But what make me so different from you? Who without sin cast the first stone? You
Right.
understand? Because I
Right.
could be I could be singing a sexy song. I could be singing an explicit song. I could be in a bikini, a tongues bikini, walking up and down. And all the meanwhile, I could be celibate. Meanwhile, you could be going to church. You could be working in an office. You're so prim and proper, but you're all over with people, man. I just saying,
Wash
so
that. You are
yeah,
BAFTA will.
correct. So at the end of the day, how I see it is that this is entertainment. Entertainment is a business. The creative that I am, I'm not going to put myself in a box. The artist that I am, I'm going to continue creating. I'm going to continue exploring and just doing what I like to do. And if people really listen to my catalog of music on my YouTube channel, All my songs have something to do with me and my life. My kitty pretty, a pretty in her real life. I sing about it. No money, no honey. I don't want no broke man around me. I will sing about that. You understand what I, so I'm just saying, and if it is I like it, never be me. No matter who you touch, you must come back to me because I have it best. I will sing about that. So I'm just saying, I think it just went a little too explicit. So people were so shocked, and especially the part with the milk when I say, in
I
my
know.
my face. But the thing about it is that is the truth. You understand? If I'm making love with my person and I'm making love and we intimate and whatever, and if I tell my man, I say, listen, in my face, I wear you in my face, I wear you in my face, I wouldn't be the first and the last female to do that. I'm just saying. You understand? So, like I said, at the end of it, I am not here to limit myself. I'm not here to box myself in. And doing music, there's an audience for every type of music. So even if there are people who may not like it, at the end of the day, this is a business for me, and I know that there is an audience for it. And I have my audience, I have my people, I have my following. So I am. It doesn't faze me. It doesn't faze me because the truth is, Jael, when you look around and you know that, what, I'm an independent artist, I'm an independent creative, an entertainer. Nobody's coming to support me, nobody investing in me. You investing in your thing, you can't care what people say because at the end of the day, it's you investing in you. You are the person that is building your brand, and you know what the sacrifices are, you know what the struggles are, you know what the goals that you want to accomplish. And at the end of the day, people will always have something to say. Social
They
media is
always
a
have their opinion.
toxic place. It is the most toxic environment. Not even real life. Social media is the most toxic environment. So as an entertainer, you name it, you have to always remember that. Listen, people are always going to judge. There are people who are literally just toxic. I'm telling you, like I remember one woman, a female in particular, she messaged me, DM me to say, I went under your video and I was looking for a bad comment. What? Deliberately went on my post to look for bad comments, to like the comments, but she didn't see any bad comments. So she went on a whole rant, and I just had to laugh because I'm like, I feel so sorry for her. You know what I mean? Some of them, they just want a hug. That's it. No, they just want a hug. It's
I
a
agree.
love-hate relationship
I
with
agree. They
social
just
media,
want to hug.
but with some people, I would say they still love. Because if you love to hate me, to me, I see it as you still love me because love
Right.
is there.
You know what I say? You know what I say? The fact I have this saying is that the fact that you when I'm always on your mind, I know that you really love me.
Yeah.
You,
Yeah.
I'm always on your mind.
So as
Like
entertainers, we just have to understand this is what entertainment gives. Everybody is not going to be accepting of what it is you do. There
mhm.
are people who are going to be music judges because they sit on the board of the Grammys, so they know what a hit song is or what you should do from what you shouldn't do. I'm just saying they're gonna have a lot of judges out there. But at the end of it, once you recognize this is what goes on in my territory, this is what happens in my industry, you prepare yourself for it and you wouldn't let it affect you. And honestly, it really doesn't affect me. I just be like, okay, what the views are? Because numbers don't lie.
Numbers don't lie. You know one of your lives. I jumped on one of your lives um recently. You were talking about a
Mm.
beef you were some beef you were going through.
You talk
Um,
straight. No, my mama straight shooter, yeah. I
you you
always
you were
peace.
you were talking about another artist, and you having issues with that artist, or not necessarily how you having issues, but
No,
issues that they were having with you.
having
Um,
is yeah.
right. So you were talking about that, and what really sparked my interest was when you mentioned, like, all of the beef, and I feel like people sometimes create these nonsense because they're not relevant and they need to be made relevant. So they jump on the person that they feel like is relevant, because
Yeah.
to them that's going to make them a factor, because
Yeah.
that person obviously is trending. And unlike you, I don't give them any energy. I felt like you came on and you were really trying to clear your name
Now
and
I have energy, you know. I have real energy to give. You
I
understand?
know, I know. And I just I love to let them fester
I would stay
because
silent for some things, Jael. But you see, when coming to my name, and especially knowing that, okay, I literally minding my business, I am not even entertaining anything. I'm so focused on my craft and building my brand. And it takes a lot, even being a boss, let alone managing yourself as an entertainer and the people that work for you. So I had to defend myself. I'm not going to allow anybody to disrespect me in any way, especially if it is, I know I had a part to play in assisting you in your career as well. Yeah.
yeah. So I mean that was just a really interesting conversation that you were having during your live. What really sparked my interest is you were saying how a lot of the producers in Trinidad were not really they were not really giving you what you were looking for in terms of the music you were looking for, and you were moving along, and you were working with a producer in Dominica. From the time I heard Dominica, I was like, turn the radio all louder, turn it louder. It was you were on live. I turned, and you mentioned that you're working with Little Boy from Dominica. You mentioned that you work with Taffy, and I was so freaking impressed.
I
As
love
a Dominican,
um,
and the fact that you work with them. Tell us a little bit about how did that come about?
I met them online. It's just so interesting. I don't know where, but it's like I think maybe because I'm so hungry for this music and pushing and being successful at it. Like I would always hit up people and message people and try to reach out to this one and look for an email and look for a contact. And sometimes I may get through, sometimes I wouldn't get through. And the thing is, I just say, you know what? Let me just go. Let me just try. And Taffy was the very first person that I reached out to because he had a very popular rhythm here in Trinidad here. And honestly, he just worked things out with me. And then I was like, you know what? I don't know anybody else, Taffy, in Dominica. And I came across this guy YouTube channel and I love his work. I love his beats and stuff. And he's like, Little Boy. I was like, yeah, please, Taffy, could you please put me onto him? And he's like, sure, no problem, Angel. And he put me onto him, and everything just started to fall into place. And then from there, online as well, meeting Shako, reached out to Shako as well. So I'm doing some work for him for Carnival 2026. So, it's just such a good energy knowing that I can literally work with these people internationally outside of Trinidad as well, knowing that they can give me the guidance, they can give me their assistance, and working with them is so easygoing. It is so easygoing. They are very professional. I love how these men work, and I learn a lot from them as well. So
I
yeah,
love to hear that. I absolutely love to hear that. I love to hear when people talk about my
it's
dog.
my dream. I was telling you off camera. It is my dream to visit Dominica. Like it
Yes,
is
and
my
we want you to come.
it's my dream because let me tell you something, try like when I mash up all day. You hear what I'm telling you? What? They're gonna love me. I'm gonna entertain the people for so, But I've been out there. I've been to when I first started singing soca, I got the opportunity to go to Punta Cana.
Mm.
Yeah. And I performed on a resort there. Yeah, some people
But
would be
Dominican, that's Dominican Republic.
okay, yeah. So it's yeah, I heard it's pretty different. So I
It's
was like, you know
different.
what,
It's
that's
very
the close
different.
thing. That's the close,
Yes,
you know.
yes,
So I was like,
yes.
nah, I want to get the real thing now. So hopefully, Father God work things out in such a way that I can actually, get to meet the people I've been working with and just feel the energy and meet the people of Dominica and just soak up all the elements of the great energy it have across there. Not just musically, but culturally with the people as well. Just looking on from the outside, Dominica is so rich, like the culture that the people have across there. It's just so rich. Like everywhere have its flaws, but when coming to the richness, I think when coming to our Caribbean countries, we definitely are rich in culture and everybody has something to offer. Yeah.
Mhm. I want us to the song you did with Little Boy.
Yes.
I'm watching it for the very first time. So Samaj was like, you can watch them now, Jael, or you can watch it later. But I'm watching it for the very first time, and I wanna react to your "Come Home Again"
Oh
video.
yeah. Oh boy. Yeah.
So I do react videos. I do reaction videos, and we're about to to do this one right now. So let's take a listen. You scared? First time ever. Come home again. With 27. Let me subscribe one time while we're at it. That's the time I didn't think. Let me subscribe.
Thank you so much.
28K 8 months ago. This one was it's by you, J Angel, official music video. Did you also edit this video? Let's see.
Yeah,
Let's
I
yes.
assisted. Yeah,
All
and
right.
I
So,
directed it as well. I'm the executive producer. Yeah,
so you ready? You ready for me to produce
yeah.
by Little Boy, written by J Angel, mixed and mastered by Hunter Flow Productions, the Sylvester and the Grenadians. So let's go.
Angel. Ping ping pang pang pitting pang patang run the rhythm and let me play. Hands in the air and wave it. Hands in the air and wave it. Get ready to trip on the road, trip on the road, trip on the road. Boy, carnival come again.
Oh wow. I love that you're all in red, like you're representing for Trinidad. Wow. Okay.
Watch me in Port of Spain. You'll be my king, I'll be your queen. Boy, carnival come again. Watch me in Port of Spain. You'll be my king, I'll be your queen. Jamming, jamming, yeah, whining, whining. Affecting like there's no tomorrow. I say we jamming, jamming, yeah, we whining, whining. Affecting like there's no tomorrow. Whole year I
Okay, tell me,
waiting.
who is this? Who is this now? Which creature are
That's a
we
fire
seeing?
queen.
The Fire
As a
Queen.
fire
All
queen.
right. All right.
Anticipating. Right now the vibes gathered, 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 gathered. Nobody's stopping me, not even a mafia. I come to get on bad in tongue. When I jump and wave and misbehave, foot in the air and I go in brave. I jump like shadow. Are you ready to jump like shadow? Jump and wave and misbehave. Fire in my waist and I go in brave. Jump like shadow. Jump like shadow. Boy, carnival come again. Watch me in Port of Spain. You'll be my king, I'll be yours.
That boy does just pop up. That boy does just pop up anywhere. Anyway. The boy does just pop up where he mine. Let's go back to him. The boy does just pop up with his chest and thing.
Oh, yeah, that's one of my dancers. That's Kaz.
Mm,
Be my king, I'll be your queen. Jamming, jamming, yeah, whining, whining. Affecting like there's no tomorrow. I say we jamming, jamming, yeah, we whining, whining. We fitting like there's no tomorrow. Look, the spirit hit me. Yes, I'm feeling it. Like the icon singing Sandra, Dennis Plum, my Lord Kitchener. I'm ready
I love how you put on you put in the icons, and I love that. That's beautiful.
to jump, 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 jump on the road, jump like shadow. Jump like shadow. My people, let me jump, 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 jump,
Can you play pan?
A little.
Mm,
jump on the road. Jump like shadow. Jump like shadow. Hands in the air and wave it. Hands in the air and wave it. With every creed and race. My people go, boy, carnival come again. Watch me in Port of Spain. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You'll be my king. I'll be your queen. Yeah.
So my producer said to me, he's like, "This is the only one you can play on things." It's the
Pon the
only
speaker
one.
is actually nice too. Pon the speaker.
Which one?
Pon the speaker.
On the speaker? Well,
Yeah, pon the.
I wanted to play the raunchy one. And that is the one I wanted to play. It's like, no, you can't play. I want to encourage folks, if you're on the live, go and check out J Angel on YouTube. Follow her, subscribe. Make sure you see I smashed this subscribe button. Subscribe to her channel, follow her. I mean, it doesn't hurt you. You're not taking on no blood from you to show your support. And this is how a lot of creatives are able to make their money, through subscriptions from you. Just hitting that subscribe button. So go ahead and support. I love how colorful you are. You seem to love red a lot.
Yes.
It's either you in red or you in black. You seem to love red a lot, red hot, and that is the Queen Angel. You representing for that one in this video, and I absolutely love it. How long did it take for you guys to put together the video for this song?
Um, whew, it actually took we started at 3:30 in the morning. Yeah. So, and I really wanted to showcase where people come to for carnival. And for
Mm,
those who have never been here, at least they get a glimpse to see. So this is the reason why I said, you know what, let us take it to the savannah. And the other places you saw me in the music video is actually around in the environs of the savannah. And the savannah is the big stage. That's where we have to cross anyway. So yeah.
mhm. Wonderful, wonderful.
So
I,
we
I
started
love that.
up, yeah, after 3 in the morning, and we went. It was whole day. It was whole day. Yeah.
I love that. I love that. What was it like working with Little Boy on this song?
Oh, it was really good. The transition was very smooth. I love the way how he's so very professional, and I am a contract queen, so any song that I do, any music I do, I have to see everything in contract, and that's what I love about working with, the creatives from Dominica, like I said, Little Boy, DJ Taffy, and they, because they handle their business very professionally. And I really that
Wonderful.
problem with them, because some people can really make it difficult when a contract could just bind everything.
Yes, yes. Jangel, obviously, you've had a lot of childhood struggles. You've gone through it. You've gone through your radio wars. You're on the music grind, and now you're really carving your own lane as an independent artist. When people say J Angel, what do you want them to think about?
Spend your money. No, joking, girl. I mean that too. Spend your
Got
money.
to. Hello.
That too. But no, honestly, for me, I just want them to see happiness. I want them to feel joy. I want them to know that, listen, that is a true entertainer. That is a performer. That is a woman. When she get on stage, she's surely going to bring entertainment. She's going to take me away and make me live in a moment where I forget all my problems, forget whatever I am going through, and Angel is going to put a smile on my face. So honestly, when people see me, honestly, I just want them to see that, yeah, this is joy, this is love, this is a positive person, and somebody that can also at the same time motivate them with her journey, with her story, and give them hope that, listen, if I could do it, you could do it too. It's not impossible. It's not impossible. I mean, it's a much longer road when it is as a female. You
Mm-hmm.
have to fight certain battles on your own and stand up on your own and not lose your integrity, because there are many shortcuts to reach to the top, but the longevity, how much of that is going to give you, and then the respect and the integrity, and then you as a person, how would you even feel within yourself? So when you really do get that success after going through your struggles, and no matter how long your journey may take you, your success will really feel as though, if you know what, I benefited greatly, I am deserving of this because I genuinely put in the hard work, I didn't take any shortcuts. And taking shortcuts, it's choices you have to make, so there are going to be consequences. So for me, I just want people to see joy, motivation, inspiration, and anything positive whenever they hear about J Angel. Yeah. And spend your money, please.
Spend your money. Spend your money. Our final segment in the show is where we do our rapid fire questions, where you
Okay.
don't thinking, we don't want you to think, you just say it. Well, we know you speak your mind already. Goes without saying, right? But don't think about it. Don't give it too much thought. The first thing that comes to mind, that's what you're answering to. You ready?
Yeah, sure. Hmm.
Carnival or Christmas in Trinidad?
Carnival.
What's your go-to karaoke song when nobody's watching?
I found out what I've been missing. Always on the run. I've been searching for someone. Now you're here like you've been before, and you know just what I need. It took some time for me to see that you gave good love to me, baby. So gone, take this heart of mine into your hand. You gave the love. Whitney Houston.
Hey, hey. Which J Angel character, Catwoman, Trini Catwoman, or yourself would win in a showdown?
Trini Catwoman. Trini
Voice
Catwoman.
voice over radio or stage performance?
Stage performance.
First thing you buy if you win the lotto tomorrow.
A house of my mother.
I know you were gonna say that. If your voice had a flavor, what would it taste like?
Pineapple, baby. That's a fruit, but listen, I love it.
A pineapple for the boom boom.
Don't
One
know.
artist, dead or alive, you'd love to share the stage with.
Vibes Cartel.
Really?
Yes.
You know he's gonna be in Dominica.
Don't tell me that.
He's performing on the Saturday of World Music Festival next month.
Serious?
Dominica.
Oh, good. All I
In,
get through.
in Dominica. Find your way. We'll chance you make a mid vibes cartel. Come on. Find your way to Dominica. Most embarrassing moments you've had live on stage.
Girl, listen. There was a show I performed at, and right before I hit stage, they were like, "Okay, Angel, you're going on in 7 minutes." I just feel something hot running down. My period come. I literally didn't even have anything on me. So you know what I had to do? I went in the restroom. I wrap up a host of the toilet paper and stuff, girl. And like I took the toilet paper and I asked for tape and I tape it kind of way on my underwear. And I double up on underwear and I went on there and do my thing. Yeah.
Whoa.
Nobody didn't know, you know. So but I was
Weren't you
like,
scared that it would just like
no, well, you see, as a woman, when you're kitty pretty, you gotta know how to handle she. You know what I'm saying? So I know how to handle the kitty.
okay then. Okay then.
Trying to, you know, tape it up good and thing and make sure it wouldn't shift and whatever. And you wouldn't believe. Listen, Jael, I went on the fence. How I end up on a fence? I clean
Right.
forget it was even on me. I went on the fence, climb over the fence, people grabbing up my leg. Hear what I'm telling you? It was one of the best performance ever. That is the most strange thing. It was one of the best performance ever.
Wow. Wow.
But
What's
yeah,
the
that taught me a lesson. Like every performance I'm going, even if you know my period isn't on me, I'm walking with
right? What's the most Trini thing about you?
the most trini thing. Holy your mother.
Oh wow. Finish this sentence.
I'm
J
a
Angel.
cuss word when I'm ready, okay?
I know that. Yeah, your tongue hot like mine. Finish this sentence. J Angel is happiest when.
I'm making money, bitch. When
They
I'm
say money.
making
They say
money.
money can't buy happiness. That's
When I'm
bullshit.
making, listen, money could get me toilet paper, money could get me tampon, money could get me water, I could eat pineapple. Money, let me tell you something. The love of money is the root of all evil, but not money, yeah? Not money. It's the love of because when people come to love, some people love it so much that they full of greed, they selfish, they jealous, they so it's the love of money is make people do crazy things. But money isn't bad. Money is security.
Money's
Yeah.
good.
So
Money's
honestly,
good.
and like if this is so funny that you asked me this, you told me this because the thing is, just yesterday I was telling a friend of mine. I said, you know what? The best sex I ever get in my life, the best love making I will ever have in my life is when I have money. when I have money.
Oh, you
When
have
I
a
have
money
money,
man.
you see, if funds low, you understand, man, and my money low and I broke, and then you want to come and play you touching me and say move from here.
More
I better come and
exactly.
better you come
Everything
and rest at
dry.
20
Everything
grand
dry.
or rest
Dry so
at,
much it dry rot.
you understand, man? So my thing is like, you know what? Mm-mm. But honestly, on in all reality, for me, I say so focus on my career and my music and stuff. Like from a personal side of my life, I put that on a back burner. So at this point in time, your girl celibate. I just focusing on my music and I just pushing through and yeah, focusing on the goals. Yeah.
Well, J Angel, if you want to come to Dominica, let me know. You have my number.
Arr!
Let me know. Let me know.
Listen,
Let me know.
listen,
Let
I
me
am
know.
ready all now. I
Let me
am
know.
ready all now.
I'll find space in my house to put you because
I am
everywhere
ready
bit,
all
I'll
now.
find space,
Listen,
right?
Jay, can imagine I put on that cat suit for carnival time and I walk down wherever you all have your city. Listen, oh God, place mash up. You hear what I'm telling you?
Mhm.
Place mash up. The energy would be so nice. I'm telling you, like literally, I would only want to be on the road. I don't even want to be in a house. So if I come Dominica, I go
We
even
waiting for you. We
I go
waiting for
on
you.
the road. Road will be
First
my
things
life.
first, Dominica and Trinidad Carnival is the same time. Okay?
Yes.
First things first.
And just imagine, just this year carnival, I was telling little boys, like, little boy, I feeling so depressed. I want to come to your carnival thing. I will leave Trinity and I will come. He's like, no, Angel, you can't do that. Your carnival going on. You have music down there. Don't worry yourself. One day it will happen. I'm like, no, I want to come now. Like, no.
You can come whenever you're ready to come. Come. We have World Crowd
I'm
Music
looking
Festival
forward.
next
Yes.
month.
What I always do, I always look at it online on YouTube. Yeah.
Hmm. But there's
Yeah, I
also World
will
Crowd
have
Music Festival.
big
That's
truck
next month from the
next month.
24th to the 26th of
Mm-hmm,
October. So
mm-hmm.
if you want to come, that's the actually Vibes Cartel is performing on the 25th.
So what is that? Like a festival?
It's a
Or
festival. It's like a Creole festival. So they bring out all these different artists from across the Caribbean region. So we have some artists from Trinidad. I believe Bonji and Fayan is
oh,
performing.
nice, nice,
Tess
nice.
is performing. We have Steel Pulse. So we're
Nice.
celebrating our 25 years,
25 years.
yes, of music, of Creole music,
Look at you.
the whole Creole Music Festival. So if you
Congrats.
want to come down, let us know, and we'll see how we can
Definitely gotta
accommodate
try
you,
my
right?
best. Girl, listen. Listen, I love, love, love Dominica. I'm so obsessed with that place. You have no idea. I'm always on YouTube looking at the carnival, looking at, different years of the carnival, looking at your parade, it is so much people. And then the way how they build their trucks. We don't do our trucks like that. And I love the fact that you all have so much live band in it.
Yes, we have a lot of liveness. We have a lot of life.
And then they have this other part of the music where it's nasty business. I'm like, hold up. It's like I need to be in that business too. You understand? I feel I want to jump in that nasty business too. So yeah, I want to come outside there. I definitely want to come outside there. And I don't want little boy telling me Trini Carnival, you have to be in Trini.
You can do what you want. Do what you want.
I am coming and I'm doing what I want. You see, when I come across there, you hear what I'm telling you? I just want to be outside, be fully outside.
Yes. Well, stay in touch, my dear. You have my
Of
number. I
course.
have yours. We can definitely connect again. And I mean, I'm so happy that we got to speak. We got to interact here. Thank you very much for being on my show. I want to give you the final floor. If there's any final words you have, anything you'd like to say, now is the time. If we missed anything and you want to say it, go ahead.
I just want to say, to anybody that's looking on and anybody that, want to step foot into the entertainment industry or become a creative, first believe in yourself. All right. Believe in yourself, have your purpose, have your goals. Always know that you have to become your biggest cheerleader, right? Your biggest supporter. You have to believe in you before anybody else believe in you. At the same time, understand that you're going and get fight. It's an industry. You are going to get your fight on, honey. Nobody escape that. Right? But you can't allow that to deter you from your dream and what it is you're going to do. The next thing is people who you help in life. Some of them will be very ungrateful. They wouldn't even like the fact that you're elevating, but you can't study that. So always believe in you, always keep focus, and no matter how hard it may get, no matter how difficult it may look, as long as you have a passion, let passion drive everything you do. Because for me, being in music, it had times where I had no money to do music. I have resources run low, you name it. But you see, the passion that I have for music, for some reason, a way was always open for me, and I always keep pushing. Even if it means I can't afford to go in a studio and record a song or pay for a beat, I will pull up things on YouTube and just vibe it or just perfect my writing, and I write all my music today. So believing in yourself, allow passion to drive every single thing that you do. And just know that, Father God, our creator, he never make any mistake. So if he give you a talent, it's because he give you that for a purpose. And he choose you. And there's only one of you. There will be nobody else like you. So push forward and give the best of you. Whatever you put out, that's what you're going to get, but always believe in you.
Thank you very much, my darling.
And
It was lovely.
you, my sweet Jael. Okay.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes,
Keep up
it
the
was so nice chatting with you, and I want to wish you all the best. I'm looking forward for you when you drop your new music. Share that with us. Let us know when you share. You have my number, right? You
Yes.
can't say you don't have my number. Let us share, and hopefully when I'm in Trinidad, I'll link you up. And if you decide you want to come down to Dominica, let me know. Let me know. You're welcome with arms wide open.
Thank you so much. Yes.
All right,
It's
it
a
was lovely
pleasure
chatting with you.
having me.
You're welcome. You're most welcome. Have a good night.
Same to you. Take care.
Bye bye. Guys, that was the beautiful, talented, multi-talented, multi-hyphenated J Angel out of Trinidad and Tobago. It was so nice to have her on here with me. Bigger hug one time. Guys, it was a pleasure being on here with you. We'll be back next week. We have another show lined up for you next week. We have some more shows coming up. It's about to get busy. It's the busy season of the year, and we're going to be doing this back to back for you. Thank you very much to my sponsors, Perky's Pizza and the National Cooperative Credit Union. Guys, don't forget, something big is coming up. Stay tuned because we're going to be doing it big. All right? Stay tuned for that. Thanks again to all those of you who tuned in, those of you who shared the live. If you're on the live right now, make sure you share the live. Share the live. Let people in on the action. Don't be greedy. Don't be greedy with the show. Let people know what's going on. Share it so somebody else can get in on the action. Until next time, peace. Good night.
I get up.
Boy, I hungry.
Wait, come see that. Take advantage of Perky's Pizza's college student discount. Spend $10 to $50 and get 10% off, or spend $51 and up for a 15% discount. Flash your ID and save big today.